3, 2, 1, action. Welcome back to As Seen on Screen. I'm Nicole.
I'm Gracie, and we're your source for all things entertainment news, reviews, interviews, and more.
You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, on Spotify and YouTube. Well, welcome back to another week on the show. We're so happy to join you live and in person this week rather than over Zoom. We were laughing as we were setting up our little setup. We're like, wow, this would be what it is like if we actually recorded in person all the time. Well, we just got home from Boots and Hearts last night, and so we're here to give you our full recap of the entire weekend, including interview, performance recaps. So let's go over all of it. Starting off, let's just go over our favorite moment of the full weekend, because I know there's so many great things that happened, so many great performances, so many awesome artists that we had a chance to speak with. What are your top moments from the last 4 days?
I mean, I loved all of the interviews. Like, that was just the highlight, was getting to talk to the artists and see their opinion on, you know, their careers, but also, like, get insight into their creative writing process, favorite fan moments, just digging deeper. So that was very enjoyable. And then actually, like, festival-wise, I mean, Bailey Zimmerman killed it, man. And I laugh because his entrance was, like, the most iconic thing I've ever seen. And I told Nicole if anyone was going to make an entrance like we assumed he was going to, it would be Bailey Zimmerman. And he did not disappoint.
Well, it was so funny because, like Gracie said, we were standing at the barricade and they were setting up things, and there was this rope. And
I looked at you and I was like, someone's going to swing off of that and it's going to be Bailey Zimmerman, because no one else would swing off of a freaking rope into the middle of the stage. And sure enough, he came out.
Zimmerman did it.
And there is video footage of me being like, I told you so. It was just like the most unhinged thing. I mean, Cameron Whitcomb too.
Yes, his set was amazing.
We love his dancing. If he ever wants to go clubbing, I will 100% go with him, because that dude is the most electric dancer I've ever seen in my life. I love it so much. Yeah, but those were like my main ones. Obviously, all the performances were like stellar, and we had a great time at the late night dance parties as well.
Absolutely.
So shout out to Monster. No, it was just like good vibes all around, and even if we didn't know the artists, like, we did become new fans of some artists. We'll have some new songs of the week coming up.
For real.
Yeah, no, I loved everything about it. I think it was such a great first Boots and Hearts for me. I know.
Yay!
We survived the heat wave.
Oh my gosh, yes, it was so hot. Shout out to all the workers and volunteers and security who were diligently making sure everyone had water and staying hydrated, because it was basically feeling like 40 degrees Celsius for the last 2 days. So it was hot. Hey, you gotta love camping.
Dude, yeah, we were in a tent. Everybody else in the trailers was like, AC. And we're like waking every morning sweating because it's just so hot outside. So we had fun finding shade.
Yes. Well, going back to Bailey Zimmerman, I really loved on Thursday, they did an album release party at 11:30 in the middle of the Monster Energy late night dance party for his new album that just came out last week, Different Nights, Same Rodeo. And so Bailey came on stage at 11:30. He performed for about half an hour until midnight when the album officially dropped on Friday, August 8th. So that was amazing. He sang some of his older songs that everyone loves, Holy Smokes, Rockin' a Hard Place, but then he also sang some new ones off the new album, like Comin' in Cold. So it was great to hear those live. Bailey has such unmatched energy on stage. I love his stage presence. He bounces around, he dances, he's in it, he's interacting with the fans. Buzz Brainerd also came out and was speaking to Bailey about the album.
So crazy seeing Buzz live. I was saying to Nicole, like, I've listened to The Highway for so many years of my life. So to see him, like, in the flesh, I was like, wow, they let you outside? You're not just stuck in the recording studio all the time? But yeah, I agree.
No, so that was great. That was definitely one of the highlights. And then, of course, Bailey also did an album signing on Friday. If you had to, in the tent camping, they had it set up. You could buy vinyls or CDs of different Night Same Rodeo. So Gracie and I went and purchased some. And then we got to meet him and do a little album signing, which 500 people also had the chance to do that. So that was great. The rain kind of messed things up a little bit on Friday, but hey, you know what? They stuck it out. He came back.
He's a trooper.
Signed everyone else's. We all lined up again. So shout out to him and his team for still making it happen for everyone. That was great to see. Despite a little bit of rain, that's okay.
A little bit.
Oh, a lot of rain. Despite a lot of rain.
It's like we came back drenched. We were like, oh, we'll wait it out. It'll only be a little bit of rain. No, they called for an evacuation. So we were soaked.
But you know what? It worked out in the end. It's okay.
We got our signed CDs. We got our photos.
So yeah, that was great. I mean, Bailey did so much. I've never seen a headliner do so many interactive things with fans over the course of the weekend, and it makes sense, of course, in the midst of a new album, and it totally makes sense for him to do all that
promo
publicity.
Popped off.
So they did great for that. But otherwise, I loved Hardy's set.
He was so electric.
Phenomenal.
Like, damn.
He even went into the tent camping on Sunday and sat in the Chevy truck area, and he
played two unreleased songs off his new album, Country Country, which is coming out
September 26th. So he gave fans a little sneak peek into two of those songs there, including the title track. So that was really cool to see. Tons of fans were there, and yeah, everyone was ready to party with him, and they all showed up.
Yeah, it was Hardy was last night, and I only know a few of his songs, but like the crowd was just so electric. Everybody was having such a good time. Everybody was really positive. Like, you will not meet nicer people who will go absolutely ape shit for these songs. Like, one minute they're like, hey, how are you? And the next minute they're like headbanging as hard as they can. It was crazy, but he killed it. And I think my favorite thing of this weekend is seeing all of the TikToks that everybody's making.
Yeah.
Because it's just different point of views of everything we went through.
My For You page is real local right now.
Like, the amount of times, my favorite one, I will say, is any Bailey Zimmerman TikTok where he is like cartwheeling and bouncing around on stage, and it says, my $300 bouncing around stage.
I think he's just a golden retriever.
Yeah, that too. But like, yeah, you can tell they love being on stage and they want to put on a good performance for the fan. I say they because everybody in the whole weekend just wanted to put on a good performance. I will say the only thing I'm sad about is that we never got to finish House Party.
This is true. For people who weren't there, Sam Hunt headlined on Saturday night, and unfortunately the power cut, it did cut at the beginning of his song.
But they fixed it.
And they fixed it, and it was all good. But then in the middle of House Party,
the last song of his set,
the power went out, and the crowd finished it off beautifully.
Was crazy to watch live, because they did not miss... we did not miss a second. We were singing. And
him and his band came down to end of the stage. They were singing it with us along. Obviously, no mics, no sounds.
The drummer kept it going.
No lights. But yeah, it was sad to end it, but also it was really great to see all the fans really get into it and everyone kind of finish it along together. Mm-hmm. Really brought the Boots fam together for that one. So that was awesome.
It sucked that like they couldn't come back out to finish it. But you could tell they were, like, disappointed. But they were obviously very happy with the way fans ended it. Yeah. I think it could have been way worse. Like, it could have been, like, everybody just going silent, being like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But we just kept it going, good vibes.
Absolutely. I also loved, Default was playing on Sunday, and so Dallas Smith actually came to the Coors Bar rooftop stage, and he performed a few of his individual songs, and he also announced that him and his band are going to be going on a cross-country Canadian acoustic tour later this fall. They just announced all the dates. There's 51 tour dates, but he announced they're at Boots originally, so he'll be going on the road, so that was an exciting announcement. There were so many exciting announcements to come out of the weekend, and there were also so many people that brought other artists that were there throughout the weekend out on stage. Hardy brought out Megan Patrick for him and Lainey Wilson's song Wait in the Truck. Hardy also came out with Steven Wilson Jr. on the weekend. Bailey
Yeah.
Zimmerman brought out Tyler Hubbard for Backup Plan, which is his song with Luke Combs. And there were a few others as well. So that was really cool to see. I always love seeing other artists bring out those, especially at festivals, for songs. I mean, usually when they have duets and stuff, I love how they try to bring out someone else at the festival there to take over the other side of the duet for whoever the artist is who isn't there.
Yeah.
So I loved it. Megan Patrick killed it
She
in
did.
Lainey Wilson's song with Hardy. Wait in the Truck sounded fantastic with Megan. So
It did,
shout out
yeah.
to them.
And she looked amazing, too.
Oh, she kills it. I love Megan.
Yeah, no, I'd say it was a pretty successful weekend.
The energy was great.
It's because I was there with you.
Of course it is. Don't tell her.
I was sitting there. You could have been so much more subtle with that, but you're like, let me whisper as loud as I possibly can.
Oh, man. Let's jump into interviews because we had so many fantastic artists stop by our area in the media center. I loved Zach McPhee. Our interview with Zach McPhee was fantastic. We talked about so many different things. We had talk with Sarah Vanderzon before her
Love
performance
her
Thursday.
corgi.
We had a great conversation with Tyler Joe Miller, Jade Hilton before her on stage at the Emerging Artist Showcase.
Yes.
We also had a chance to talk with Sasha, with Carly June, with Jesse T. It was a fantastic weekend talking with all these artists. So you can head over to our Spotify and YouTube page. We'll be posting those over this week if you haven't seen them already, if they're not up by the time we post this.
I mean, there's also social clips out if you want to go look at our socials.
And we did a fun game with them. We did a hot hat, we called it. We had our Boots and Hearts cowboy hat, and we put some quick fire questions in there, and we got some great answers out of that game. We will be posting some compilations of that as well, but make sure to check those out because those were pretty funny ways.
Yeah, I can't even say which one I know we're both thinking about just because it's too funny.
The element of surprise has to be there, so go check those out on our social pages as well this week. But let's talk about the Emerging Artist Showcase.
Oh, so good. So freaking good.
There were 8 acts on Thursday that performed during the showcase, and then Lau Lawson and Schoolhouse made it to the finals on Sunday. We had a chance to watch the finals there, and drumroll, who's our winner?
Schoolhouse did win, which is so exciting for them. I cannot wait to see what they do throughout this next year because obviously they do get to come back for next year's Boots and Hearts to perform. I mean, they killed it, obviously, because they won. But I did love Lowell. I thought he was so fantastic. He has such a beautiful voice. And obviously, the other artists that were performing as well are all so talented. And I think it's the Emerging Artist Showcase, as we were talking about on our first Boots and Hearts episode, is just such an important opportunity for these artists because you're giving them that platform to kind of not prove themselves, but show what they can do to a crowd that is very supportive and very open to new country artists. I think we said it in an interview. It's the country fan base is just very tight-knit and very supportive. So if there's anywhere you're going to be an emerging artist, kind of chasing your dream, trying to get this huge record deal for the year, Boots is definitely the place to do it. And I think even the people that didn't win or the runners-ups are still going to do amazing things.
Yeah, over the years, I mean, they mentioned it at Boots on Sunday as well. We've seen Owen Rigling won a few years ago. He was also at Boots this year, but Owen has just, his career has just blown up. He's fantastic. I've said before, I've seen him about 3 times, 4 times live. Met a few times. He's a great artist. Josh Ross competed in it, and a few years ago, James Barker Band has performed or competed in the Emerging Artist Showcase. So many fantastic artists who are huge names now have really blown up through the Emerging Artist Showcase as well. But if you missed it our first time we talked about it, Schoolhouse officially won $10,000 cash prize, a single release with Universal Music Canada, a performance at Boots and Hearts Music Festival in 2026, a management session from Our Live Management, a Gibson J45 special guitar, and a VIP tour at the Gibson Garage. Plus, the 7 runner-up artists are receiving a complimentary 1-year membership to Strut VIP, an annual program built to empower emerging artists with the tools, support, and industry access they need to accelerate their career. So like we said, so many amazing things for Schoolhouse and our 7 other competitors in this competition. I totally agree with you. Lowell was great. I loved his music. His voice, he has such a
Stunning.
great country music voice. So fantastic. And so are the 6 other competitors. We had a chance to chat with Jade Hilton, like I said.
Love
so
her.
Go check out that interview. She's a fantastic artist as well. But yes, I love watching the Emerging Artist Showcase every year. Like you said, it's so great to see emerging artists kind of coming up from where they're starting, being able to follow their careers, being able to discover their music through this competition. So I think it's just a fantastic thing that Boots does every year. And I'm looking forward to seeing Schoolhouse next year when they return. And I'm excited to see who is competing next year. Like we said, we had a chance to chat with Sarah Vanderzon, who was the winner of the 2024 Emerging Artist Showcase.
And she killed her performance this year.
It's fantastic.
Oh my God, the crowd was like, I literally heard the people behind us and they were like, she is going to be a star.
Also at Boots, the day after Sarah performed on Friday, August 8th, she did announce that her single, Are You With Me, released on Friday, and she also has her EP coming out with Universal Music Canada, Fortune Teller, on October 17th. So definitely go pre-save those. Follow Sarah on Instagram and all the socials. She is fantastic.
She's fantastic. She's funny. She has a corgi that we love talking about. And we did offer to be her personal babysitters.
Gracie offered up our babysitting services, so
why not? Hang out with a baby and a corgi.
Perfect.
What more could you ask for?
Well, overall, I think we had a fantastic weekend. We cannot thank Red Umbrella PR and Boots and Hearts enough for having us as media this year. We hope to be covering in the future. And yes, definitely just a great year at Boots.
Yeah, can't wait to see what Boots has in store for next year.
Absolutely.
We were already talking about who's going to be on the lineup next year.
Okay, let's put out our wishes now.
I know we have at least one of the same person.
I've said for years I'd love to see Luke Combs headline.
There we go. Okay.
I'd love to see Luke Combs. I'd love to see Eric Church. Eric Church is fantastic. Oh goodness. I feel like I'm in the hot seat now.
I really want the hot hat.
The hot hat.
Yeah, I do agree with Luke Combs. We were talking about that. We were like, that would be so crazy. I said last night I want Lone Star. Because I love Lone Star. Morgan Wallen would be so crazy.
Kane Brown. I'm going to throw Kane Brown in there.
Oh, Josh Turner.
Oh my gosh.
I am in love with Josh Turner. I need him to come. I don't care if he's headlining or if he's just playing like a random pop-up set. I just need Josh Turner to come.
That's Gracie's call out for Josh Turner right there.
I feel like Ernest would be fun.
Yes. I'm trying to think of artists who haven't, but there's so many.
There's so many
that are there every single year.
You want Megan Maroney back.
I would love to see Megan Maroney back. I love Miss Megan Maroney. Riley Green was there a few years ago, but I'd love to see Riley Green again. Again, he's fantastic on stage. I've seen him a few times in concert.
I want Cameron Whitcomb back.
You're like, just come back every year.
Just come back every year. I just want to see you dance and sing. But
yeah,
I feel like there's so many artists that I could be like, oh, I want them to come. Oh, I want them to do it too.
Hey, it's Nicole coming to you from the editing studio, and of course I've thought of a few more to add to my list. So I'm going to add Hudson Westbrook, Tucker Wetmore, Ty Myers, Tyler Childers, Vincent Mason, Ella Langley, and Zach Top. Well, that's our wish list for next year, so
Boots, if you're listening.
We'll circle back and see how many we were correct about, if any.
We're like, let's pick the craziest lineup we can ever. I feel like we need one person that's not country, though.
True. Okay.
Who's our? Can we get Benson Boone?
Oh my God! I think you're going in the wrong direction. Oh gosh.
I feel like it has to be a band.
Yeah, it usually is. Like you know, we see Nickelback. We've seen who was last year? Oh gosh, who was last year?
Who was this?
Matchbox 20. You can tell this is not my genre of music.
Okay, pick a random band because we had a screamo band, so.
5 Seconds of Summer.
I was thinking that. You know, I could see Diplo coming.
Oh, that's a good guess.
I feel like he has collabs with a lot of country artists.
Yes.
So that's my.
Okay, I'm gonna just take that too.
Or 5 Seconds. I love 5 Seconds of Summer, so I wouldn't be mad about that. But I'm gonna go Diplo.
I think that's a better guess. Well, that's all we have for this week. Thank you so much for sticking around and checking out our Boots and Hearts 2025 recap. Again, thank you to Boots and Hearts and Red Umbrella PR for having us. But we'll be back the same time next week, as always. Make sure you check out all of our Boots and Hearts interviews as well on Spotify and YouTube. I'm Nicole.
I'm Gracie, and we will see you for our next episode.
Bye.
Bye.